Hey guys, Reyfar here, and today I'm going to talk about Intimate Little Secrets by Rechan, or probably not Rechan. Oh no, no, I've got that in my head now. It's Rechan. I've heard it pronounced. I've met the guy, and I think that's how he pronounced it. Definitely not Rechan. so, so Intimate Little Secrets is a new. Oh, fuck, that's right. So I already kind of did a pseudo video where I felt really bad that I hadn't read a few of the short stories. So if you've seen that and then you're watching this, I'm gonna probably rehash a bit, just to be fair, because I mean, I hate it when, I'm watching a video. It's like, go back and watch this video. Like, no, I want to watch this fucking video. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, Intimate Little Secrets came out earlier this year at TFF, which I'm pretty sure that's what I said it did. And it's a short story collection by Rechan, which is loosely connected between just intimate little secrets, like slightly risque, slightly kind of non-normal in motive. Everyone's very adult and likes being adult, and they do adult things, and it's very nice. It's a nicely adult-orientated anthology in like the adulting kind of sense of the word. This is how adults have relationships that are sexual and do pertain adult matters. Yeah, and it's really cool. Like, even though I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's all male, female, and then there's a couple. I think there's one female story. Yes, yeah, that's it. I read it. I finished reading the last story a couple of days ago. I think it was on the weekend. I can't remember. It's like within the last week. After like kind of sitting down and like, okay, I need to read a short story every day. So like, aside from a day or two, every day, like, I got home and it's like, I want to go do. I'm like, no, I need to read a short story. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get into it. So that's kind of how I got into it. One other thing I want to mention is that Rechan as an author is one I've always kind of heard about, and yeah, I never got around to reading myself personally, like for I don't know whatever reason. Like he's one of those people like where I thought he was more, I guess, not popular, not I guess more prolific than what I thought he was. Like I thought he was in more things. Like I'd turn around and I'd check Fan and Raw and Heat, and he's in every couple issue or so. Because his name stuck around for some reason unknown to time. And he reached out to me when I was in America. I was walking back to the room I was staying at some inn. I had recently finished shopping at Walmart, and he sent me a direct message. I'm like, just asking like, oh, have I read any of his stuff? Because he wanted to see me talk about it in a video, and I'm like, no, but I really did want to. And he's like, oh, do you read like male, female? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Like, who doesn't? Like, why would I limit myself like that? And yeah, so I picked up Intimate Little Secrets, and for personal, totally selfish reasons, I've tried to pimp it out a bit more. So, and I'm always keen to see people talking about it and stuff like that. And yeah, so I guess I'll talk about it now because it's been some time. So yeah, and I guess I'll kind of just hash through the first couple of stories. Because yeah, oh god, I'm going back on myself here, aren't I? So yeah, so the first story, fan service, is okay. I guess I'm gonna go back on myself here. For a second or so. So the first, actually, it was actually just the first two stories. So if you want to see me ramble about them a little bit more than what I'm going to do in a few moments, go check out that video and then, I don't know, skip along till you see it. I think it's only a couple of minutes long. So yeah, the first story, fan service, is a pretty cool one. I quite liked it. It was a nice little piece between this girl who kind of had a fin for one of her co-workers, and he wasn't really getting her signals, and so she dresses up as his favourite character that she assumes by all the figurines and kind of merchandise of this comic book character he has on his desk at work. And they have a nice little twist that ends a bit abruptly, and it's just a really like fun character piece. I like the characters there, and I'm pretty sure. What species was she? Oh my god. Because Dean was a. Oh no, Thomas is a deer. And let's see. Wait, no. No, the actor that played the character was a deer. And Robin was a mink. Yes, I'm pretty sure that was. And Dean, the co-worker, I think they're both minks. I'm pretty sure. I'd probably have to read the piece again to be 100% sure. And then the other story I talked about was Strange on a Train. I swear it said Strangers on a Train. I don't know if that's on purpose, but Strange on a Train just sounds strange to me. But I actually really like this one. It follows Johnny, who is a serval, which is a type of cat, and a very sexy sounding cat lady at that. And she's taking this train trip, and she's in a open relationship with her husband, and they have a pretty kind of free one, as long as they ask each other if it's okay beforehand, and they kind of share it. They have a nice little fun kind of relationship going on there. And so she's on this long train journey, and she's a bit frisky or whatever, and then she's I was gonna say she's jacking herself off. Like no. She's pleasuring herself, and she's kind of thinking about this skunk ahead of her in the train, and he kind of notices and the stuff, and yeah, he notices, and he comes along, and they interlope, and it's another quite a fun one, because I don't think the skunk had a name, but she called him Hunk, but he sounded pretty hot, too. And then the other piece, oh yeah, Mist. Mist. Now this one, I completely got my kind of synopsis wrong in the original video, because I think I really, after reading the whole short story, I really only read like the first page or two, and I missed a couple of key words that kind of signal to the reader where it was set in and who these people are. Like, I just missed it completely. What was it? I said they were she was her boss, and it was office setting or something. I don't fucking know. It was way off the mark. But Miss Pendergrass, who is the border collie, she is a librarian at a school, and the other character, Bev, who is was she a dog? Or was she a mink? No, she's a mink. She's a mink again, and Bev, and she's a teacher, and yeah, they're pretty. I actually. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'll go into the next part, because there's another short story with them in the anthology later on, and I quite like the piece, even though I'm not a huge fan of like kind of master subdom play, like master pet kind of relationship and stuff like that. I wouldn't say it squeaks me out. It's just like I'm just a bit like. I don't like I don't know. It's not something I can wholly relate to, and I don't enjoy it as much as I guess with most Finns. Because I'm a very kind of how would you put it? I guess a resistant person. It's like, why would I do that? Why would I listen to them? Why would I let them do that? It's like instantly like I won't go off on a tangent. I quite like that, and I quite like No, actually, all these other points I'll go into later. But this is a nice kind of introductory piece to these two characters, and a nice little kind of one set in school. But yeah, a lot of what I want to say, I guess, really kind of goes on later, with Rickety V. Oh, I remember the title of the. Originally I thought it was Rickety 5 until like one of the characters kind of mentioned what do you call it? The I don't know what you call it. I know it's on the tip of my tongue, but nothing. He says like, oh, it's like a big rickety V instead of a love triangle or something to that effect. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was like rickety 5, like the Roman numeral. I'm like, which one was fireworks again? Sorry. So I guess I should say what order these stories. So there's the first three, and these are new ones. So I'm really trying to keep myself on topic here, because I would like to, I guess, go a little bit more in these stories, but they're obviously short stories, so they're very short, so I don't want to just spoil everything, but I really like the character work. So the fourth story, Fireworks, is, oh yeah, that's right, the chick who's with kind of one of those I don't know what the word is. It's like kind of not showgirl, but like you hire a companion to look good at events, like to pretend to be your girlfriend or your wife when you're seeing groups or important people and stuff like that. I can't remember what the name of the job is. But actually, I really liked it because I liked the perspective, because it's from the perspective of the girl, the Gazelle Lady, who I have forgotten her name. Oh, Desiree. I think that must be, unless that's her kind of fake name. She's a gazelle, and she sounds pretty cool. I actually quite like it. But yeah, I really like the perspective from her, and how it went. Because yes, she's asked by this Servine of Shorts. Oh no, some buck dude. Hashtag not speciest. And he hires her to go along to this 4th of July family gathering and pretend to be his girlfriend. Yeah, not his wife. And I really liked the kind of character actions and the dialogue, and how it wasn't. It was a nice story that was very adult and wasn't demeaning to either of the characters, and ended quite well. Like, there's a lot of bad ways it could have ended, and I'll be like, oh no, it was doing so well. But I really loved how it ended, and I don't know, I just really like kind of just very thick slice of life stuff like that. Just the whole family interactions at the barbecue, and there was some like brotherly joke or something about dick size or something at the barbecue, or what she was like in bed. I can't remember which one it was, but I really liked it. whichever one it was. And the grandmother was pretty cool. But she was very kind of typical furry grandmother character you see in kind of things. And then the 5th story, Teef. I love Teef. I love Teef so much. I really wanted to kind of tweet it. Like, at this point, I was really enjoying it. Like, I really wanted to just like tweet every 5 seconds, like, oh my god, this is amazing. But I'm like, no, that would just like bother people. But I really like Teef. Like, honestly, if it's your thing, like, if you're okay with buying like an anthology just for one story, I'd just buy it for Teef. Like, Teeth was so hot, like even for me. I just really liked how kind of what was I was thinking, like hyper um fuck man, I had it when I was reading. I guess like hyper descriptive it was in terms of descriptions. It's a very short piece. I think it's a page and a half, so probably a couple hundred words. But I think it conveyed a lot, like in like the few hundred words compared to some of the other stories. Like I got a lot between these two characters, um, and it's a very nice. I guess it's a short and sweet kind of story, and I'd like to, I guess, personally look at it and pick out the bits, the tips, and like the tricks and stuff that I really like that I want to kind of incorporate in my own writing, something like that, or just like learn and see how it's done, how you can keep something so tight yet seems so kind of big. But I really liked how close and kind of blown up the descriptors, and how you really got a good sense of what it felt like to be the lioness in this story, and the strong sensations you got from this. I don't want to say Trist or Interlope again. Interlope, because I've always said them a lot. This 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 oh, this fucking. No, well, they're not fucking, are they? Whatever. And, moving on. Oh, it was Carly. That's the lioness's name. Wait, fuck, did I get the character wrong? Hang on. Shit. I think Carly is the other girl, and the lioness is the character that's the perspective on. I think Carly's a wolf. I don't know, I'd have to read it again and kind of just skimming. Like, in the time it took me to skim, I probably could have read it again. Whatever. The next piece, which is number 7? Maybe? Don't quote me on that. When the paint dries is, again, another short story I really liked, which is, it's a nice, a nice story between, it's actually a story that I've wanted to read or see for a while in, reading fairy fiction that I do, because it's not something that comes up again a lot. It's like, a failed relationship, but they were same species, and he didn't really want a kid back then, but she wanted one. They kind of broke up over that and other things, and it's a very kind of adult, kind of focused story. And she gets back in contact with him because she wants to have a natural birth child, and she doesn't really want to go IVF treatment, whatever. And then they have to how to put this, they look at what that means when being adults, and sorting their life together, even though they're not together. Yeah, it's a really nice piece. There's no explicit sex scene in this. It's nothing's mentioned, but I think it's just a typical fade to black, and but no, I actually really liked it. I would really like to read something with them again, but I can totally understand that, it's it's kind of just, done. It's very kind of tight. There's not like their child's zombie or something like that. I mean, I'm probably very close-minded, but I don't see much way to expand upon it. It ended nicely. And then the 8th story, because there's 9 stories, I cheated, I looked on the back. And the 8th story is Rickety 5, or known to normal people, Rickety V. And it takes us back to, and it takes us back to Beth and Miss Pendergrass. I think it's Miss. Those names, they always trip me up. Even in like all these Agatha Christie books, it's like, So, yeah, it takes a closer look at their relationship. Because the first one was kind of very just porny. It did kind of allude to a more serious relationship, and this kind of brings it back down to earth, which I actually really super duper enjoyed. Because, well, as I've said before, it's not something I can personally relate to, and it helped me relate a little bit more. And I did write some some like drunken notes because I was pretty wasted when I was reading this story. I can't remember what day it was, but I think I hadn't read a story, or I don't know what it was, but yeah, I was pretty drunk when I was reading it, and I've scrawled some notes down, and I'm like, I'm half don't even know what these notes mean, which is like me when I leave any notes. But I think my general kind of thoughts reading it, yeah, a couple days ago or whatever, is that I really wanted to see it go on a bit longer. I think it ended a lot sooner than personally I wanted. Like, I think you could kind of do a lot more with it. And then I had a lot of problems with the third act, because I think it felt a bit rushed, and I don't know. I don't think I can criticize dialogue that well, other than just saying some places it felt a bit off. Because I think the problem is because it's a very kind of serious and adult kind of situation, having people talk about their BDSM relationship. Because it's very, I think you can say it's easy to write characters that don't need to talk about their BDSM relationship because they've all done that off screen. They each know the rules and how it works, and it doesn't come up. X person likes being tied up and paddled, and Y person likes paddling and tying up person, and there's not much friction going on there because they're completely compatible. And I did really enjoy how the story kind of brought it back down. And then oh my god, I lost my train of thought. I really like how the story takes us to that point where it's not showing a lot, especially in furry. Not that I've gone out of my way and read a lot of BDSM stories. Like, I do want to, but I wouldn't say it's not out of my comfort zone. It's just something that I guess probably more so I just don't get. Kind of like, when you watch sports, like, it's not really boring watching sports or or the footy, but there's just that level that you don't quite get. Like, you can see how people get into it, you can see how it's exciting or whatever, but you just don't kind of get it yourself. Like, you won't be like a dick, like, no, I'm not gonna watch the footy, and just be a dick that way. If you see what I'm trying to get at. I do really like it because it was also a nice introductory piece because it also brings in a character with the perspective of someone that is completely kind of the whole BDSM kind of. I think I'm probably using the term BDSM completely incorrectly here, but I'm using it as just to simplify it, really, for my sake. And that's probably a complete failing on my part because I don't know the proper word. That's anyway, going back to it. The character Connor, which is the dude that Beth wants to start a relationship with, and she asked her mistress if that's okay, and complications, because she has an interest in her that's deeper than just what they're doing. I'm always starting to feel bad for these characters. I'm talking about it, remembering it, I'm like, oh. And so Connor doesn't really completely foreign to him, and kind of grounds that as well. I really liked that. One thing I also really liked is when it came up, was it It was like they're asking Connor like, oh, what do you like to do in sex and or whatever, and like, you know, he's not like a complete dullard or virgin. He's like, oh, you know, I've done it, whatever. Like, he's like, I really like to tie. There's a bit, you can tell there's a bit of like kind of from Miss Pendergrass, because it's like, it's just so kind of not, I guess, kind of vanilla in kind of their kind of world. It's like, well, of course you are, you're a dog, like, or you're canine, like, and I like how it kind of brought a sense of reality to that non-reality notion that appears a lot in fairy books. And I really enjoyed that. And there was because there was a thing where he asked for a cold glass of water, and I think it was, I probably just didn't get it, but I thought that was meant to go a bit more than it did. Like he was meant to splash it on his knot so he'd shrink faster or something like that. That's what I had in mind. And then I had a note here about the coffee scene. Like, okay, what did I mean about the coffee scene past Reyfar? Yeah, I don't know. But maybe this is like, you know, I really want to see more from them. Like, it could have gone on a bit longer. I guess I wouldn't say not excluding them. I'd really like to see from Rechan, I guess, an expansion on the ideas that were explored and put forward in the story. You know, yeah, you could probably write a novel about that. I'd totally read that. I rambled a bit too much about Rickety V, but no, totally, like, Teeth and Rickety V, well, you'd have to read, the first one with them, in it, and yeah, and Rickety V, like, totally pick it up for that, and then probably, Fireworks, that's another great one, and then the last story is, oh my god, Free to Tango. We go back to Ajani and Amadi, who was the several character's husband from the one that was on the train. And I really like this one. This is one where, like, I think it definitely shows that, I don't know if it's just, you know, reading erotic things, but it shows how, I guess, non-binary sexuality can be, because I found oh my god, I nearly called her a squirrel, here I am again, what do you call it, I'm assuming people's species, I'm doing that again, no, she's not a squirrel, she's a chipmunk. And I don't know what it was, whether it was the writing or descriptions, but I found her incredibly fucking hot. And I would have totally gone there. Like, I would have shoved a Marty out of the way. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this short story. And I don't think I can say much about it because I enjoyed it too much on a purely carnal level. I think that's probably how I just summed that one up, but I do like it. We got to go back to those characters because I really liked Ajani and the relationship she had with her husband. And I do like the little bits of insights into him and how kind of a little bit slobby he was into how he was living in the apartment. So hopefully I didn't just completely cover my mouth there at the end, but so yeah, I guess summing up, I really do love the anthology, as you can tell me going through it. But, you know, I will say I'm really biased because I really like the guy and I really want to see it do well. So you can pick up Intimate Little Secrets from Fur Planet on their website. Also, Bad Dog Books, there is an ebook. I remember that. And from cons, it will most definitely very likely be at AC, which is soon. It's around this time of year, isn't it, or something like that. I'm living in a blinded kind of world. Now I'm going back to kind of the BDSM. I'm having ideas of stories I want to read. Yeah, so it is a great anthology. Um, I don't know, like, I wouldn't really say there's any kind of weak story. It's really just, I guess, in terms of what you want. Um, but yeah, no, I really like it. From what I said at the start, it's a nice adult one about adults being adults doing adult things with adult complications. So it's really nice to read that. Like, I don't think anyone said, "Oh, I love you. Let's be mates forever," or really just "I love you." So, ooh, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, yeah, I've been Reyfar, and I'll catch you later. So I totally forgot there was one more story. It was TLC. That's the last story on the anthology. Um, and yeah, I like this. Oh my god, I don't. I don't think I can talk about it seriously. But I did like the story. Um, it wasn't something I particularly wanted to read right now. But no, I did like it. It was a nice one that you very rarely see kind of stories like it. And I was thankful for seeing it and reading it. Um, and yeah, I really don't I really don't know I can say much more about it. Because I am also embarrassed that I forgot about it, and it's like I don't really I don't really want to talk about it on personal levels. It's just a bit sadder than usual to me. So, yeah. I'm obviously gonna just cut this in.